Very good morning, dear children. Welcome back to English online class. Today we are going to learn the second part of active and passive voice. In the last class, we just learned two tenses. They are simple present and simple past. In this class, a bit more deeper into the topic. That is active voice, passive voice. How to understand these active voice and passive voice. And what are the tenses that can be changed into passive, and what are the sentences can actually be changed into passive. That's what we are going to see in this lesson. To start with, we have to learn transitive and intransitive verb. Even in the last class, we had a small introduction to transitive and intransitive verb. What is transitive verb? Let's have an example. Janet earned the promotion. And next we have they saw the accident. An intransitive verb. A problem occurred. They arrived late. These are intransitive verbs. Why? Because transitive verbs will have verb plus object. Intransitive verbs will have verb plus no object. In the sentences, if you see, Janet earned what? The promotion. They saw what? The accident. Anything that answers what and whom, we can consider it as object. Here, a problem occurred. What? We don't get any answer. A problem occurred. Whom? We don't get any answer. They arrived. What? We don't get answer. They arrived. Whom? We don't get any answer. And so, occurred and arrived, they are intransitive verb. Earned and saw, they are transitive verbs. See here, Erika sneezed. Erika sneezed. Only subject and verb we have. We have no object, and so this is intransitive verb. And in active and passive voice, the subject, when it goes to object, there is a slight change in the pronouns, especially in the personal pronoun. I changes to by me, we changes to by us, you changes to by you, he changes to by him, she by her, it by it, they by them. This is the change we have. And furthermore, transitive verbs, they can be changed into passive form. Any tense. Janet earned the promotion. How do we change this into passive form? The promotion was earned by Janet. An intransitive verb, the birds fly. How do we change it into passive? It's a wrong passive form. Birds are fly. That's wrong. And so, only transitive verbs we have passive form. Intransitive verb, we don't have any passive form. And furthermore, let's find whether the particular sentence is a transitive that can be changed into passive form or not. It rained yesterday. Do we have an object? No. And so this is an intransitive verb. And next, Eva won a medal. Eva won whom? We don't get answer. Eva won what? A medal. See, it's a transitive verb. A medal was won by Eva. Very good. And next we have Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web. So, invented what? The World Wide Web. Is it transitive or intransitive? Yes, it's transitive. And what's its passive form? The World Wide Web was invented by Tim Berners-Lee. And active form. What is actually active form? The thing doing the action, that is subject. The thing receiving the action is object. In most of the sentences are active. Subject plus verb plus object. The professor teaches the students. Subject doing the action and object receiving the action. John washes the dishes. So subject John doing the action, the dishes receiving the action. And passive form. The thing receiving the action is the subject. And so when the object that comes here as a subject, the students are taught by the professor. The dishes are washed by John. This is passive form. And how is it formed? Be plus past participle. And that's the reason you were asked to learn all the irregular forms. Irregular verbs. Present, past and past participle. Most of the verbs can be made to past participle by adding ed. Wash, washed. Print, printed. Jump, jumped. Study, studied. All these are regular verbs. Write, wrote, written. This is irregular verb, and that's the reason we have to learn these irregular verbs. And how simple present changes, we take the help of am is are, and simple past was were plus past participle, that is third form of the verb, or you can take it as V3. Simple future will be plus past participle. And next we are moving to some examples. This painting was done by my mother. So this desk was made by Manuel. So was made, this is passive form. And by plus phrase, that is very important. It gives important information. For example, the desk was made in Taiwan. Is eaten in many places. The apartment was built in 2007. Spanish is spoken in many countries. Usually, no by plus phrase. That's the thing. And my mother is a great artist. She painted many beautiful portraits. Now focus on my mother. This painting was done by my mother. That one was done by her friend. That's the passive form we have. By plus phrase, focus on the subject. The chair is being made by carpenters. What is its active form? The carpenter is making the chair. That's, we are moving to the progressive tense. The carpenter sanded the wood. What is its passive form? The wood was sanded by the carpenter. Very simple. And the meaning is the same. There is no change in meaning, but we have given importance to the doer in active form, but we have given importance in the receiver in the passive form. So active form. Carol sold the house. We have subject and object. How does it change? The house was sold by Carol. By plus object. Subject goes to object there and object comes to subject here. And that's the thing. Object of active is subject of passive, whereas subject of active is object of by. That's it. Very simple. Fuel is burnt by cars. How do we change? Coffee is grown by farmers. Be plus past participle. The raise was given by the boss. The photo will be printed by Alex. And simple present tense. We have some example. Be plus past participle. Tom bakes a cake every week. And subject is Tom. Bakes is the verb. A cake is the object. Subject comes to object and object comes to subject here. A cake is the object there. He is baked every week by Tom. That's optional. That's the agent we call. Either we can keep the agent or omit the agent. And simple past tense. Tom baked a cake yesterday. A cake was baked by Tom yesterday. And we have simple future. Will be plus past participle. Tom will bake a cake tomorrow. A cake will be baked tomorrow by Tom. Now we have some more example for simple present tense. Cars burn fuel. Fuel is burnt by cars. And simple past. The race thrilled Ben. Bill was thrilled by the race. New cars will save fuel. Fuel will be saved by new cars. An active form. You have to guess the active form. The squirrel gathered the nuts. Gathered, that's V2, and so simple past. Squirrels gathered the nuts. Subject, verb and object. The nuts were gathered by the squirrels. And we have given a passive form there. The wall was painted by Matthew. So what will be its active form? Immediately start with Matthew. Matthew painted the wall. Very good. And we are moving to some more examples. The voters will determine the election results. So the election results is object, and so it's a plural. The election results will be determined by the voters. And Shakespeare wrote Hamlet. And what will be its passive form? Hamlet was written by Shakespeare. Many students use computers. Computers, plural form. Computers are used by many students. Tina taught me how to knit. And the passive form is I was taught to knit by Tina. A photo is being taken by Elton. This is a progressive tense. Elton is taking a photo. That is actually the active form of it. So the active form, he is taking photos. Passive one, photos are being taken by him. And she is writing a book. And passive form, a book is being written by her. And so in present progressive tense, that's present continuous tense, the passive form will be like this. Am is are plus being plus past participle, that is V3, third form of the verb. And moving to past continuous, we have he was taking photos. Photos is plural, and so photos were being taken by him. She was writing a book. A book is singular, and so a book is being written by her. And the past progressive tense, the form will be like this. Was, were plus being plus past participle are third form of the verb. We don't have any passive form for future continuous tense. Two great teams are playing hockey. Hockey is being played by two great teams. That is the passive form. And Arun is studying the memo. The memo is being studied by Alan. And Lynn will email you. Now we have come to models. How to use these modal auxiliaries in passive form. Active modal auxiliaries, passive modal auxiliaries. Nothing. You have to simply add be before it. Be plus third form of the verb. Lynn will send it. It will be sent by Lynn. Very simple. Lynn can send it. It can be sent by Lynn. And Lynn must send it. It must be sent by Lynn. The same thing. The form is this. Modal auxiliary plus be form plus past participle. Very simple. And you have to give us the answer. Someone must mow the grass today. So this grass must be mowed by someone. You should not feed candy to babies. Babies should not be fed candy. And next we have present perfect continuous tense. And next we have present perfect tense. Al has printed the photo. The format will be the photo has been printed by Al. And past perfect, Al had printed the photo. The photo had been printed by Al. And future perfect, that is Al will have printed the photo. The photo will have been printed by Al. It's very simple. All that we have to do is adding been to the verb. And here we have some examples. People cannot control hurricanes. Hurricane cannot be controlled by people. And we have come to an end. So far we have learned all the 8 tenses. What are the tenses we have learned? We have learned simple present, simple past, simple future, present continuous and past continuous. We don't have any passive form for future continuous. Then present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. We don't have passive form for present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. Having learnt all the forms, format, how to change an active form into a passive form, let's just recall and work out some exercises for active and passive forms. The goods transit last night. So damage is the verb. The answer will be were damaged, since the goods, they are in plural. It's advertisement. Dash see by 1,000 people every day. So the answer will be is seen. The project dash finished by the end of the month will not be finished. 50 retail outlets have been closed over the last year. For the fifth one, all of our IT systems currently dash review are being reviewed. And then your order dash until we receive payment cannot be shipped until we receive payment. This is how we change an active form into a passive form. Try to work out some of the active voice and passive voice at home and stay safe. Thank you.